Well, more and more often I'm putting on video what I would simply put on my timeline on FB once. But I'm getting incredibly sick of otherwise intelligent people confusing a dislike of a particular religion with racism. If I said I didn't like Christianity, nobody would accuse me of being racist. If I said I didn't like Judaism, they'd certainly accuse me of being anti-Semitic. If I said I didn't like Hinduism, I'm not quite sure what they might say to me. I suppose they might throw racist there, because after all, Hinduism, as far as I know, is almost entirely based in India. But Islam is actually a worldwide religion and spreading as I speak to every country in the world, as it planned to do. So when I say I don't like Islam, and some ignoramus calls me a racist, I do feel like pointing out that Islam is among the most sexist of religions, and that is saying something. Actually, I'll go so far as to say it's the most sexist religion, under which women have no rights, little girls have no rights, and their lives are worth absolutely nothing, nor are their private parts worth anything. They can be chopped off, and they are chopped off in their millions, without anaesthetic, and of course the little girls frequently die, and those who don't live such dreadful lives that they wish that they had. And that's before I come to stoning and beheading. In fact, that it does include being stoned to death for the crime of having been raped. So you see, as a feminist, there is no way on God's earth that I could like the religion of Islam. As a feminist, let's be honest, there's no religion way I can actually like Judaism or Christianity either. However, as far as I'm aware, it's a good long time since either Jews or Christians stoned a woman to death or beheaded her or cut off her genitals. Well, a little girl's genitals, to be precise. It's true that they do circumcise their male children, and that is an awful lot more serious than I had at one time thought. I have recently seen some absolutely ghastly pictures of what can happen when it goes wrong. I've also read a lot about it, and men who've had it done in their adult lives say that they lose sexual sensitivity, a huge amount of sexual sensitivity, and who has the right to take that from them, assuming that they're with consenting partners, unlike Islamic men who do have this nasty habit of marrying little children. So I am also against Judaic and Islamic circumcision of boys, although I have to say I still regard FGM as more serious. Because whereas a man may suffer a loss of sensitivity in his penis, a comparative loss, it's not a complete loss. I do know, because after all I was married to a man who was circumcised, and the one part of our marriage that was really good was the sex. So they don't completely lose sensitivity unless they're extremely unlucky. Whereas there is no woman on earth who has experienced FGM and who gets any enjoyment out of sex whatsoever. In fact, all that she ever gets from it is pain, which is the whole idea. So to these ignoramuses who call me a racist for disliking Islam, I say to you, you are a misogynist. You are a vile misogynist, because you don't care what Islam does to females, which is, after all, 50% of the human race. And I'm inclined to call you more than sexist on that grounds, that you don't care about human rights. As long as there are female human rights, I'm inclined to call you psychopaths.